The big one, the inevitable. This is a bit of a fun one. I went on a trip to Turkey. I stumbled on a music store and I just had to go in because I saw all these weird instruments which are specific to Turkey and Middle Eastern countries. And I basically ended up buying a saz. It has a very specific sound. I just started noodling on it, just have some fun. The intro itself is basically that guitar, that saz, which then translated into the distorted version that you can hear right after the intro with the distorted guitars. Why it's the song that carries the album's name is because it tackles the main idea that nobody can escape is basically time. And this kind of encompasses war, social or political issues, the personal turmoil you might go through. All these elements are encompassed by time itself. It's inevitable, you cannot escape it.
It talks a lot about the cycle of time. It's kind of in the same direction with the band name as well.
Exactly.
Next one is called Evil Eyes. The main riff I got after a stupid 2-hour meeting that I was in and shouldn't have been there, and I was angry as fuck. Right after that, I picked up the guitar and the main riff of it, the intro riff of it, came out. I think I had the song at the end of the day, pretty much. The main idea of the song is about people that have anger management issues. The evil eyes is pretty much that uncontrollable anger that keeps watching you.
One of the main ideas was to really sell the frustration that you would have if you're being in that position, because you cannot escape it, you cannot control it, and yet you really want to get rid of it.
Why don't you just leave me be? I don't care what you want from me. I hate this pain, what can't you say? Just go fuck yourself. All I see is fucking racing guitar and jacket case. Scream at me, I feel this pain. Just go fuck yourself.
Towards the end of the song, I think it gives a positive spin on it, where you kind of personify the anger problems that you have and try to get rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
Try to get better.
Inside the Nightmare.
This was the first song that we wrote.
Yeah, one of our very first jam sessions in the rehearsal space.
Yeah. It was called No More Dreams.
No More Dreams,
We kept the demo on it. The reason why we scrapped pretty much 90% of it is because we thought it wasn't as good as the other ones. We came up with this version of it in a workshop where we had a really bad start at writing.
Oh yeah, it took us I think about 3 hours of nothing. We didn't have any idea like at all.
Yeah, just bashing our heads against the wall.
What the hell should we add here? What could work and blah blah blah. But then we managed to finish it. I think in like 2 hours it was done.
Yeah. We just needed pretty much one good riff.
Yeah.
Some of the inspiration that we had were horror movies from the 80s.
This was a bit fun for me as well because I ended up recording gasps and I think some whispers that we managed to interlace. And I think in the first bridge with the clean section.
There's a lot in there. If you listen to it closely, you're gonna hear everything.
It, yeah. Long Road. This was one of Roland's ideas. The riff you can hear, or rather the riff melody you can hear at the beginning of the song is one of the first things that he brought in the rehearsal space.
During one of the workshops, we added a part where
it was pretty insane with the timing section.
Yeah, I think it's in 15, 16, and Roland just couldn't fucking play it.
Exactly. It took us I think around 2 hours or more just to figure out the idea. The funny thing is the melody, that riff came out of his fingers. He didn't really pay any attention to it, but the two of us were like, yo, what the hell was that? That sounded really freaking cool. What the hell did you do? And then we spent, I think, like 2 hours or more just trying to figure out what the hell is this? What's the timing? How could we put this into the song? Because it sounds really freaking cool.
At the end, he told us that we ruined his song. But then the next day he was like, holy shit, this
sounds
awesome.
Amazing. Yeah, exactly. It's a song that kind of sets itself apart from the other ones. Not just because it's an instrumental song, but I think it's one of the more progressive or proggy songs we have on the album.
Unending. This is another song that we struggled, or I struggled with a lot.
It almost didn't make the cutting board, basically.
Yeah.
It was a bit monotonous.
But after we added the new parts,
we came at a place where it basically made it work. And it also served as a really good ending to the album as well.
We wanted to finish on a positive note. The lyrics speak about things that we can and should do better. We should help other people.
It dives into what we would like to see out of us as a society and as a way of working and as a way of collaborating.
You only need one person to do that, to set the example, and more will follow. Okay, the fall is the outro. This is one of my practice routines, pretty much. That's how it started. Like with the intro to the album, we felt this is going to be a nice bookend to the album. Really, really short and bittersweet ending.
But it makes really, really good contrast with beginnings. Where do you go, my lovely? This was really a fun one. I think we ended up making it in like a day with the entire mix already done. The reason we wrote it, is that a couple of years back, Glenn Fricker, if you know him from YouTube, he had a contest going with the shittiest songs out of the 90s. Earworms and stuff that everybody's basically sick of. And let's make them good. Let's make them fun or interesting. We ended up liking our version of it so much that we were like, hey, fuck it. Let's just keep it on the album. Let's have something a bit fun as well, as a small bonus as well. It's one of those instances where I, at least on the vocal side, had really good fun on it, especially on the on the bridge just before the breakdown. Yeah. 'Cause 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 'cause
Any advice that we have for other bands that are starting out? The first one that comes to my mind is make the songs with whatever means necessary. Be it just use plugins, fucking easy drummer, I don't care. Just make the songs, because this is going to be the most rewarding thing that you can do. Get some like-minded people and just start writing. Even if you don't know how to play guitar, get some online courses. That really helped us a lot.
What a course does help you with is have a structure in mind.
You don't get overwhelmed.
Learn theory, at least the basics, for you to know your way around the fretboard. It's easier to just translate ideas.
Yeah.
Finding someone to bounce ideas with is really helpful. I mean, you can do this stuff on your own as well, but having someone helps a lot. I think for me, at least, this was the main reason why I continued to play guitar, because I kept just bouncing off ideas off of Chiku.
Yeah, a little positive competition.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because
look what I can do. Well, look what I can do.
Yeah, exactly. And it kind of sounds stupid, but it actually happens.
Yeah. And it was really fun as well.
Yeah.
And as far as recording, if you have a specific melody in mind, record it on whatever you have handy. A phone, because everybody has a phone these days, right? Have it somewhere, because that's gonna serve you later.
If you're not prepared to write it down on something, you're almost always gonna lose it.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't worry too much about how good the sound is. Don't worry about the gear. You can always have better gear. That's a given. Just learn how to use what you have in the best way possible, in the best way that you can. A good song shines through even if it sounds bad, even if the production is bad.
Exactly.
Get into learning mixing and mastering. It's honestly not that hard to do. A lot of plugins today are free, and you can get really good sounding music with them. Write songs as much as you can. A lot of them are going to be bad. It happened to us.
You're gonna throw a lot of ideas out.
Yeah. We threw a lot of ideas out.
Don't be afraid to fail. You'll know when you get that riff, that beat, that melody that kind of speaks to you. So hang on to that and try to build on it, basically. Use your bandmates as much as possible for feedback.
Even if you think the riff is bad, if you have good bandmates, just send it to them.
Yeah.
Because that might be the spark for another person in the band to write something good.
It's the time of the bedroom bands. You don't need a studio or to invest like thousands of dollars or euros or whatever else to have some music. You can do it in your bedroom for free, basically.
Yeah.
As long as you have instruments and something to record yourself with, you're basically good to go. You can do it yourself, just one person, if you really want to.
And there are a lot of people that actually do that. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. You will find your audience eventually.
Yeah.
Just you need to keep at it. This is the end of our journey so far. We have a bunch of stuff still coming up, so stay tuned.
Yeah, there's stuff in the oven. Just to close things off, I guess some special thanks.
Special thanks from my end to Alex Morari. He lent us all the beautiful filming gear. Special thanks to Nexus Gaming. They helped us with making this possible.
On the album side of things, big thanks to Mr. Cristian Chihaia, aka Sickbrush. We've basically added him in all of our videos, descriptions, and all of our posts for the most part, but he's the artist that helped us with the album art. And also big, huge thanks to Mrs. Karin Frone, my significant other. She helped us with music videos and basically all of the materials that you see on YouTube.
I wanna give a big thanks to my significant other too, to Raluca, because like we said, we recorded everything in our living room and she was here all the time. She heard us bickering about stupid shit. She heard us with all the wrong notes.
And especially all my screaming at the back of her head.
Somehow she didn't kick us out of the house, so really big thank
For
thank
sure.
you, Ralu.
Thank you all for following us, for enjoying our music, for giving us the feedback so far. Thank you to all of our friends and family as well, of course. Stay tuned for more. Thank you.
Thank you.